This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Paul Smith Jr, good to see you.
And you, good to see you.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it's it is what it is. Just insults, slang and matches. I'm not really into that. It's not my cup of tea. But it'll all get put to bed Saturday night. Tomorrow even, there'll be a few more little words being said tomorrow. But then fight night will be there. And Liam's looking really good at the moment, and we'll all get to witness a very good fight, in my opinion.
Liam said that Chris isn't under his skin. Chris Eubank's normally quite a cool customer. That went to places that a lot of people didn't expect it would go to. Who do you think showed the biggest weakness there?
Neither. I don't think either the fight. Liam's not under Eubank's skin. Eubank's not under Liam's skin. I've known Liam all his life. I'm his big brother. I've been under the skin more times than most. Trust me. Yeah. He's like that with anyone. If you said something to him like that, he'd react the same way. That's how he is. That's how I am. That's how everyone is. It's another man calling you at the end of the day. It's another man saying that he's going to beat you or he's going to knock you out. What do you expect? You want something to just sit back and say, oh, well, that's your opinion, you're entitled to it. You're going to fight back or fire back, and that's how it is. It's just boxing. But some of the things that I said, I don't agree with much of it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They're both fighters trying to get under each other's skin. They know they're going to fight. They want to say things that they want to say. So it's up to them as fighters, but it'll all be settled Saturday night.
Ben Shalom said that Liam said, if you get me the Eubank fight, I'll sign for you. How much does he really want this, Paul?
That's all he's wanted since the possibility was mentioned. Do you want the Eubank fight? Right, I want the Eubank fight. I know I can beat him. I know I will beat him. And I believe that also. I believe that Liam will beat him and will look well in doing so. And I think it's got the makings of an exceptional fight. And I don't work for Sky. I'm not trying to sell this fight, but I'm telling you now, it's got potential to catch fire and be brutal and be a fight of the year contender, because both fighters are very good at what they do, and the styles will gel perfectly, I think.
Everyone says Chris Eubank's got a brilliant chin. Is the only way Liam beats Chris Eubank on points, outboxing him?
No, and again, I've seen it in the flesh. Them spars everyone keeps talking about. The other brother was me. I was sparring Chris Eubank for 3 days. Liam sparred him twice. I watched it with my own eyes as Liam absolutely folded him in half and left hook to the body. I seen the shot. I remember it vividly. I could tell you exactly how it was. And I can tell you exactly what happened after it when he's walking around the ring saying it was his elbow that he got caught when it was a left hook to the body. The fact that he didn't admit that speaks volumes to me, not the fact that he got hurt. Everyone gets hurt in sparring, that's what sparring's for. I'm sick of these kids nowadays banging videos all over social media and splattering other people in sparring. Sparring stays in the gym. I'm old school, but seeing as this one's out there in common knowledge, I'll speak about it. But sparring is to learn. If you're not learning sparring, you're not going to excel in the ring. And the fact that he's been hurt, so what? I've been hurt plenty of times in sparring. Do you think Mayweather's never been hurt in sparring? Do you think any top fighter out there at the moment, Canelo, they've all been hurt in sparring. That's part and parcel. If you don't learn in there, you're not going to do it in the fight. So it's nothing but, yeah, he can hurt him. You can hurt him to the body. I think you can grind him down. I think you can outwork him. It's been a long time since I've seen Chris Eubank work for 12 rounds. And you find me a fight where he worked hard for 12 rounds. And it'll be a long time ago, and I don't think he does it in the gym. I don't think he pushes himself that hard in the gym to go there. And if you don't go there in the gym, you're not going to go there fight night. That's a simple fact of boxing. You can't just turn a fight night in good shape, having not pushed yourself to that limit in the gym. You won't go there fight night. So, if he does, it'll be heart and desire that gets him through. And again, whether he's got much of that left, I'm not questioning his heart, by the way. I mean desire. Whether he's got much desire left, who knows? I think he's got heart, I think he's got a big pair of balls on him, as has Liam. So I can see neither fighter taking a backward step. That's why I'm saying I think he's got the potential to be brutal.
General consensus is, Paul, that it's the end of the road for the loser. Would you agree with that?
Probably, yeah, possibly. I think Eubank has always got the Conor Ben fight, but as I've said a couple of times on previous interviews, I think that's a circus now. After all the stuff that's gone on with the PEDs, with Conor Ben, and it's just both fighters cashing in on the fathers' names and the good starts to the careers that both fighters have had. Even though Eubank's had a long career, he's yet to win a world title, and he can call
WBA apparently.
He can call himself a world champion, but he's never won a world title. Everyone knows that. The boxing world knows that we're not stupid. It's I've seen a video with former world champions circled on it, and it's true. He hasn't won a world title. Liam's been a bona fide world champion, and Conor Ben, back to what I was saying, has yet to win a world title, but he was on a fast track to it, looking good coming through. This fight got made out of the blue, and it was a fight that I thought, what, I'll watch it. For me, it's a middleweight against a welterweight, but I'll still watch it. I idolised Nigel Benn growing up. I loved Chris Eubank growing up, and I loved to hate him, should I say. But he certainly had my respect because he's some fighter. And I'll probably watch it, but I think that's all that's left for Eubank if he retires and if he loses. And I'm not even thinking about Liam losing. I've had someone say there's definitely no way back for Liam, but he can have that fight. I think it'd be very, very hard for Chris Eubank to rebuild in it, and after he loses to Callum Smith, a light middleweight, in your words, who stepped up, a person who shouldn't be in the ring, but yet just another Smith, just this, that. After all the talk, if you lose to him, then you're finished.
3 very quick ones, Paul. You're known for being quite vocal ringside. How vocal are you going to be on Saturday? I'm
in the corner, so I'm always going to be vocal. I'm always there to help. If I'm needed, I'm always there to offer whatever experience I might have. And I can see things in there that Liam won't be able to see because he's in there. Obviously, any fighter would be. So if he takes it on board, great. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. As long as we're all there for Liam. I'm there for Liam. I'm not on the payroll. I've said this for years about boxing. You look around that team, or any team. Look at the Eubank team. You find me one person that's not on the payroll in that team. Our team. I'm with Liam. I'm in Liam's team, and I'm his brother, his elder brother. I don't get paid to be there. I'm there because I want to be there, because I want to help him, and I want to. I love the kid. I love the kid. I idolise the kid. I love the bones of him, and I want him to do the best that he can do, and I'm there to help in any way I can. We're all there to help Liam. If we all help Liam be the best he can be, Liam will be the best he can be, and then Liam will do well on fight night and win them fights. Well
said. Liam mentioned it was a good job that Chris didn't ever fight Callum. How would that have gone if he had got through?
I think it'd have been painful for Eubank, and I think proof's in the pudding. If you were supposed to fight him or you were good enough, you would have beat Groves and you would have got there to fight him. George Groves is a very good fighter, by the way. I'm not saying George Groves is any mug. I sort of knew and thought and expected George Groves to beat Chris Eubank, and we always sort of knew that would be the final with Callum and Groves, and Callum did the job on Groves. Again, as I say, brilliant fight himself. Just all about timing, boxing, and the time was right. But Eubank also had the same timing. You had the time in there to beat George Groves, and I think the last round he only had one arm anyway. The shoulder went out, if I remember rightly. So you could have fought Callum, but you never. And I think be thankful that you didn't, because it would have been a painful night for you.
Very last one. This is going to make you smile at me, wins Paul. Football.
Liverpool.
Oh, mate. Well, we'll start with you. Not the season you thought.
No, we're doing shite at the minute, but it is what it is. We've had a few good years. What's it called, a purple patch, and we've had a great time, but at the minute I think the team's looking a little bit aged, looking like it's feeling the pace of all them long seasons fighting for titles. But I can't complain one bit being a Liverpool fan. It's a great feeling to have still, even if we're not doing as well. We've had some successful nights with this team and this batch of players, and nothing but thankful and grateful to all of them.
As an Everton fan, Paul, can you tell me how much shit we're really in? Because I know how much shit I think we're in.
Look, last year I was saying I don't want to see Everton go down. All my family are Blues and my mates are Blues, but after the way he's carried on after that, I think a little relegation battle and maybe a drop for the season will probably do us the world of good to appreciate how lucky you are being in the league.
If we go down, we ain't coming back up anytime soon, Paul.
You'll have the best stadium in the Championship, won't you? Look at it that way.
There you are. I knew I'd end it with a smile. Paul Smith, best of luck on Saturday, mate.
All the best. Cheers.
Thanks.